service above self. That's a value that you resonate with because no one is going to pay you. Let me tell you what you do. You go to schools and you help needy people. You go to villages and you give people water. Whenever I speak to Rotarians, I tell you that if I was a person there and you did those things to me, I would say somebody loves me. I would feel like I was loved. I honestly would feel like I was loved. I don't know who did it because you don't leave your name. You leave the what? Rotary Club. So they don't know you. They know the Rotary Club. It's a labor of love because you agree with the values. And I want you in your own time to look up something called emotional labor. Emotional labor is you're smiling, but inside you're going through other emotions. Like customer service people, like a policeman, you have to look the part. A lot of times you look the part because you're a human being, you go through all of these things, but yet you go out there and you do your stuff. And may you be blessed for doing that. And we appreciate that one. But you see, you agree with the values. So you're doing something you love. Passion. You're doing something that you're good at. And you're growing. And then it's in line with your values. That's the sweet spot. That's your X factor. That's your unique place. That's your unfair advantage. So what your X factor does, because you are doing something that you are good at, you are exercising your superpowers, and you're doing something that you are passionate about, and you're doing something in your own terms, so you're living life in your own terms, it gives you authenticity. It gives you originalness. You stop copying other people. Like Alexandria, she didn't believe it when we told her we can't take people fencing to the Olympics. Okutoi did not believe it when they told her she can't play tennis. Omanyala was playing rugby. You heard that story? Yeah, but he was very fast. Nobody told him that Kenyans don't run fast. He didn't want to know. He didn't want to copy paste. He wanted to be himself. He wanted to be unique. Nobody told Dr. Mwangi that people who don't speak nicely can build world-class organizations. Right? If you recall the story of Mwai Kibaki, he was the last born, he was poor. Nobody told that man that you can't be president. All right? They found it. They found something that was aligned with what they believed, something they were good at, something they were passionate about. So when you know your worth, when you know your value differentiator, your uniqueness, when you're living that part, then you know your worth and you can add VAT. Yes, you can add tax to it. I'm coming. But you need to show me your I need a check. All right? Because you're an expert at what you're doing. You're really good at it and you do it on your own time. And a lot of people have. So what next when you find your X factor? When you find your X factor, this is what you do. You stop shrinking into spaces that you have outgrown. Because you know your worth. There's a story told about a young man who found a watch. And he told his father, I have found a watch. And the father said, nice watch. He told the young man, now take that watch to that shop. Don't sell it, but ask them how much they would buy it from you. It had a crack. So he took the watch to shop number one and he asked, how much would you buy this from me? And he was told the equivalent of, say, 50 shillings. He came back to father, told father, I was told 50 shillings. Okay, the father said, now go to that shop, shop B. So in shop B, the same watch was priced at 120 shillings, so the value was climbing. Then he said, and he was eager to sell it. Then the father said, no, now take it to the shop I'm going to show you. So the father showed him an antique shop that specializes in antique watches. And when he took his watch there, it was worth over $500,000. Wow. Same watch. And he was in shock. He didn't know the true worth of the watch that he had because he was taking it to the wrong places. When you find your X factor, when you find your true worth, you stop fitting in spaces that don't value you. You say no to a bigger yes. Find your X factor. Find your value differentiator. And be all you can be and create greater impact at an individual level. At a team level, as a newborn club, you're Rotarians, so you have the spirit of Rotary. But as a newborn club, you'll go through the stages of a newborn. You'll learn to crawl, you'll learn to walk, you'll learn all those things. But you are inheriting a big a tremendous heritage, a heritage that is over 100 years. I'm told we are celebrating 100 years of Rotary in Africa this year. You are joining people or clubs that have been there for decades. So you have people, mentors, and I love the concept of parenting. I have that here today, parenting. But I'm going to challenge you to find your X factor as a club. Pull the strengths that you have here. Pull the individual passions. What can you come up with? What new creative way of doing things that can make the world a better place that you can find to do as this new club? So that you're not replicating what the others have been doing. What is that this club can do better than the other clubs? What does that mean? What are they missing? That will be your value differentiator. That will be your communal